What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Demo, Mario Brothers music. So, guys, today we are talking about Nia Long, and she is such a beautiful actress. I remember seeing her in Boys in the Hood in the early 90s, and I was like, damn! She's fine. I don't know why Cuba Gooding got to play her boyfriend instead of me. But rewind, Dima. Today we're talking about a clip that happened 6 years ago. And we all know that Nia Long and her most recent ex, Ime Udoka, who was smashing a white lady on the Boston Celtics organization administration roster. We know that it was tumultuous on her behalf, but nevertheless, I want to talk about a clip that is resurfacing about her in her high school years dating a 30-year-old man. Now, before I kind of get into this whole thing, I want to talk about this. Sad music! A lot of black women talk about black men and their failures to protect our sisters, our black female counterparts. And I can understand that. Protecting women is something that is very important to me. I know that I am associated with the manosphere community, but I am a pro-black. But I am a Pan-Africanist, and you cannot ever grow any community without looking out for the benefit and having some level of equality, a lot of level of equality for your women. Women must be protected at all costs. You will never hear me argue against that. But there are certain things that women have to do to be protected. You cannot do anything that you want to do and have protection. Just like a man wants respect, he can't just go around acting any kind of way and deserve respect. It's the same thing. It's not equal, but it's very similar. And the problem is Nia Long's mother allowed her to do this. Let's play that clip, Dima.
I wasn't the girl that ever went to prom. My boyfriend was 30 when I was in high school. I know my mother was crazy, but you know what? I would never ever let I mean that in a good way. She was an artist. She was like, well, if that's who you love, baby. And he was so good to me and kind and right? And he did it the right way. He went to her, he was from Oman. He went to her and he said, I love your daughter and I want to date your daughter. And he asked permission. Look at your face. You're like, that ain't happening with my baby. But you know what he taught me? Because he owned a hair salon. He taught me how to do my own hair and makeup.
Really?
So I got that.
So you heard that. Now, again, this clip that is going around, resurfacing, that is viral right now, is an indication of what's going on here, okay? And if you listen to the crowd, they are completely okay with what is transpiring. They're laughing, they're giggling, they don't see anything wrong with it. Now, she did mention a person that looked like, well, you know what? Not my daughter. And that is the right perspective, but Nia Long is justifying the fact that he taught you how to do your own hair. Oh, and I can tell you exactly why nobody is really tripping off of it. If you really want my honest opinion, it is because the guy was not black. If it was a black man that was 30 years old dating a young lady in high school, that's going to be very problematic. All right? Very problematic. And I want to talk about this because this is very, very important, and it should be important. But the thing about it is this: most of us who grew up in the black community, we saw in the 90s 16-year-old ladies with 27-year-old boyfriends, and the parent either didn't know about it or just didn't care. Now, whose fault is it to protect their daughters from encountering older guys? It's the mother's. The father is not there, which he generally is not. Then it's the mother's play to say, hey, I don't want you talking to my daughter, this, that, and the other, or I'm going to call the cops. That can stop rather quickly. But so many times in Black America, you see this as a welcoming thing. It's okay. Long as he likes me, he's asking me, fine. Then you want to come back to the black man if something happens that, oh, well, you're not protecting us. But who was the person that allowed? In this case, it wasn't like the guy was going behind his back. He went there. But what is she thinking about? Oh, well, he has a business and all of that. Now, could come from a different era, but this is what she wanted to do. But black men that do that get ridiculed. You know, if you're a black man of age, and I've noticed this, and you brothers have noticed this, right? Let's say you're a brother that is 37. You want to date a woman that's 21. Look, that woman is an adult. Let's say you just meet her. Do you know how people make you feel like you're robbing the cradle or you're predatory on somebody? That's how they make you feel. But Nia Long clearly is admitting this, and the crowd is okay with that. So this is what I'm talking about. When you hear stuff like this, it makes it very difficult for you to talk to me about the protecting black women argument, because how can you protect something or an entity which allows that entity, and this is not true for everybody, I understand that, but in this case, nobody thinks this is a problem. It's only resurfaced in 2 years now, and then who are you blaming? You're not going to blame her. You're going to blame the individual who's not there anymore. But if it was a black guy, and he was around right now, and he had a name, oh, we're going to make sure he go to prison. We're going to make sure he goes to jail. And I can understand why. But stop talking like, you know, on one hand, we want to protect black women, and we're outraged if a black man does something. And then somebody from, you know, Oman does it, and all of a sudden it's totally okay because Nia Long says it's okay. She can justify, oh, he treated me real nice. What does treating real nice mean when you're a 30-year-old messing with somebody that's a teenager? Does it matter? And you know he was a booty clapping sound? I mean, like, it's almost obvious. And you'd be surprised at how many ladies allow their daughters to deal with men that are older and they know about it. Long as the guy dropping them some money, they don't care. Long as the guy doing something for them, they don't care. And you'd be surprised, and I'm going there, sometimes the guys is going with the mama. Story time music. I've heard of that before. The mama know that the boyfriend met with the daughter, and then on the back of the, you know, when the daughter leave, you wouldn't come back and booty clapping sounds, and you see the mama getting in with the boyfriend. It happens all the time in Black America, guys. You want to act like you, it's mamas and it's mothers that have fell out with their daughters because the daughters are sleeping with the mama's boyfriend, or vice versa. And this is what I'm talking about. How do you expect this person to be able to pair bound with somebody and they grow up like this? Y'all don't want to deal with the truth, but that is why I'm here. And you can get mad if you want, but it's not my fault. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Appreciate you for all that you do. Sharpie the bell. I'm out.